love you, Charlie. Alright, I'm heading back home. This has been like the biggest disaster of a trip, but really good as well. So I'm just going to recap it and I'll insert some bits and pieces here and there. Well, it's all happening in the mall. Some dude from over there chased some other dude trying to bash him, but then they saw the cops just over there harassing that black guy, and so the fight stopped. I was just going to film myself for a while. Why bloody not? But so I bust in the mall in the morning, and there were the bloody choir of high hopes being just a bunch of... Hang on. Hey! Yeah, pretty cool car, eh? Huh? What? I'm scared? No, I'll get arrested. Okay, so that was Dr. Watts. He's off his nana. He's taken some substances and he's just cruising. But anyway, so I was in the mall. So just been busking in the mall. Didn't make a great deal, about 20 bucks. But there was the choir of high hopes in the middle of the mall using amplification, which is illegal if I did it. And they were so loud, and I was down one end, making a tiny bit of money. But 3 times, I'll tell you who the choir of high bloody hopes are. They are homeless people and disabled people. And no self-respecting homeless person will get involved in it. And, well, they just rope the disabled in. They don't understand what they're doing. And they sing absolutely woefully, and they're there for 2 hours. And as I was singing up the other end of the mall, 3 times they sent one of their carers, different ones, separate ones, 3 separate times, to check if I had a busking licence. It's not up to them to check for busking licences. So I went and made a complaint at the council. The council were very disturbed that they had checked me for a busking licence, and they said, once is kind of acceptable, but 3 times it's harassment. Well, 1 is not even acceptable, but they said 3 times in a row, in about a half-hour period, that's harassment. They were harassing me. And so, hopefully, they'll get kicked out of the bloody mall and they won't ever let them back again. They're just a bunch of goons. I can't stand them. My cousin was in it once when she was homeless. She's still homeless. I'm half-heartedly looking for her in a gutter somewhere. But I'm not going to help her because she's just a crackhead and all she'll do is rob me. That's the quality of the choir of high bloody hopes. And then I did another bloody busk in the mall later, and there was this drunk guy dancing. You're having trouble with your high school head. It's giving you the blues. You want to graduate, not in his bed. What you gotta do? Pick up the phone. I'm always home. Call me anytime. 2, 3, 6, 2, 4, 6. I lead a life of crime. 30 years under me.
Whoop, fine, yes, right. You're coming into our custody. Up, get up.
You have trouble with your high school head. So that was a bummer. And then I went to the open mic. Okay, now I'm at the Republic. It's a good crowd. They're all drunk. Half of them know Charlie already, so it's pretty good. Okay, the open mic starts in a few minutes. I'm going to drop Charlie in the car and get my jacket. But I just bumped into an old mate, Mouse. And he didn't recognise me. I chatted to him for ages before I realised who he was. But we were talking Kiss. And he was saying, "She is the best Kiss song ever." And I thought, "You're Mouse, aren't you?" But I haven't said nothing. When I get back and have a chat to him, he's blind drunk. But he was saying that he busks here on the corner up there and makes $50 an hour, just like you do in the mall. So I might give that a go next time I am in town. And I should add, Mouse, my two crazy drug addict cousins, when they were young, they were wards of the state, because they're crazy. And Mouse's parents were their foster parents, so Mouse is kind of like a step foster cousin to me, or something like that. Here's my old mate, Dr. Watts again. Dr. Watt. This is Paul. He's a French guy. I've been chatting with him earlier. He's a nice guy. The crowd asked him to sing in French, so here he is. Hang on, that's not French. He said he was going to sing a song in French, and that's not French. He's Roach again. He's not as loaded as he was last week. He was off his nut last week. And what I consider the worst acts just kept on going and going. You're supposed to have 15 minutes, they were playing for half an hour. I came on 2 hours after I was meant to go on, and I was pissed, very friggin' angry. And I said, "Alright, you guys get my hostile audience set." So anyway, I gave them my hostile audience set. I started off with "My Name Is Hate," and my guitar strap fell off, and I cut it a verse short. I couldn't be bothered, I had to get my guitar back on. Why are we all driving so slowly? It's 80 here, people. Why is everyone going at 60? In both lanes. This is the fast lane. Ah! See how this day... Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, gave them "My Name Is Hate," and the crowd loved it. And then I gave them "I Hope You're Fully Boosted" with a good introduction. And then I gave them "Boosted to Death," but I played it too fast, so I couldn't sing it. I couldn't go "Boosted to Death," which I like to do, but I was in an angry mood. And so I hammered them with a very fast "Boosted to Death." And then I gave them "Kick," and half the bloody audience was singing along to "Kick," as they always do, but I didn't expect this audience. After "Boosted to Death," I gave them a lecture. I said, yeah, you're all going to be boosted to death. I said, look, since that bloody vaccine, the Australian death rate is running at plus 15%, and the Australian life expectancy has dropped from 82 to 80, and it's still plummeting. How many of you took that experimental poison? It'll bloody teach you. I wish I'd recorded it. I'm still angry. But anyway, it was, and half of the crowd loved it. They come up and they shook my hand and they said, "Well done, great, I'm glad you said all that." and the other half sat there, all snooty. And then some little wanker guy who played for... Oh, look, why are you braking? That is a green light. Oh, shit. Struth, I mean. Can't wait to get on the bloody highway. I hammered them with the angriest set I've played for, well, ever, maybe.